Representative Ashby's office. This is James. How can I help you?
Hi, James. I am wondering if you can point me in the direction of the Texas statute that allows Mr. Burrows to falsely imprison people, lawmakers, for not consenting to being stalked by police. What statute is that?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
What statute allows for the false imprisonment of lawmakers who don't consent to being stalked by police?
To being stalked by police?
Correct.
S-T-O-P-P-E-D?
No, S-T-A-L-K-E-D.
Nobody's being stalked by the police, ma'am, and nobody's falsely imprisoned.
Oh, really? So the representative can leave? She's not locked in there?
She can leave whenever she wants, as long as she has a DPS escort to ensure that she
A DPS escort? And what's that? How the f is that different than being stalked by police, you fascist traitor? Calling back.
You have reached the Capitol Office of State Rep.
Play this game.
You have reached the Capitol Office.
Oh, I'm shaking. I'm angry today, y'all.
You have reached the Capitol Office of...
Guys, I'm actually shaking with anger today. I haven't been this mad in a while. Prepare for all the holier-than-thou liberals in my comments whining that I'm being too mean to fascists, because I'm gonna be mean today.
You have reached the
I gotta look up his name so I could leave him a message.
State Representative Trent Ashby of District 57.
You're part of a fascist regime, James, and you're going to rot in prison for the rest of your life. I don't know what the all took that made you lose your minds and think that this is okay as the party of small government, but you're a fascist and a loser, and you're going to go down in history in shame, James. I cannot wait to see the day that you and Mr. Ashby rot in prison. Have a terrible day, you fool.
Thank you for calling the Austin office of State Representative Dustin Burrows.
Hi, Dustin. I just wanted to let you know that, to my knowledge, there is no statute in Texas law that allows for the false imprisonment of lawmakers who, checks notes, don't consent to being stalked by police. You, Dustin, you're a fascist. And whichever staff member is listening to this, I suggest you abort mission immediately, because right now you're working for a fascist regime. And after World War II, even the secretaries went to prison. So Nuremberg 2.0 is going to be lit. And I suggest you get out of there while you still can. Unless you're that loser who was fascist with his full chest last time I spoke to you, but then was too much of a pussy ass to give his name. You can stay there. I hope you go to prison. Have the day you deserve.
Representative Jeff Berry's office. This is Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. I was hoping that you could point me to the Texas statute that allows for the false imprisonment of lawmakers who don't consent to being stalked by police.
Yeah, not advised. I don't disagree. It's not a good situation.
Is Mr. Berry going to do anything about it?
It's beyond his capacity. It's House administration.
He's not even spoken about it. It's not beyond his capacity. That's bullshit. Tell him to do something. He's allowing the fascist takeover of our government. This is felony. Kidnapping is a felony.
Mm-hmm.
And he's complicit in it right now. He does not give a shit. He hasn't even spoken. Let me see. I'm going to pull up his Twitter right now. Has he even spoken about it? Has he put out a statement?
No.
He hasn't even put out a statement. Then he's a fucking fascist too. You're working for a fascist regime. This is shameful. You should get out of there before you spend your life in prison.
Okay. I appreciate you reaching out to the office.
Have a day.
Representative Keith Bell's office. This is Mandy.
Hi, Mandy. I was hoping that you could point me to the Texas statute that allows for the false imprisonment of lawmakers for checks notes being unwilling to consent to being stalked by police. What statute is that?
Oh, happy to help you? Are you a constituent of
Fantastic.
District 4?
Go ahead and help me. I don't tell fascists where I live.
Oh, am I a fascist?
Yeah, you are. You're working for a fascist regime right now that's falsely imprisoning a lawmaker for not doing what they want them to. That they have no legal requirement to do.
Well, are you a member? I'm sorry.
I do not tell fascists shit about me. You're an enemy of the state and a traitor. Are you going to tell me the statute or are you bullshitting? I curse at fascist. Fuck you, fascist. Are you going to tell me the statute or are you going to admit that you're full of shit and there is no statute and there's a lawmaker being imprisoned in the state right now illegally?
She can leave it any.
She cannot without signing something that she has no legal right to sign. Are you aware that even the secretaries went to prison after World War II? You're aware that's what happens to fascists? They rot in prison for the rest of their lives?
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you've educated me on that today and appreciate you calling.
Aren't you embarrassed? Aren't you embarrassed for being such a fucking traitor? Ellie. That's Ellie in Keith Bell's office.
The office of Greg Bonin.
Hi, staff of Greg Bonin. Just so you know, you're working for a fascist regime right now that's committing a felony, falsely imprisoning a lawmaker for not consenting to being stalked by police. So I suggest you get out of there before you spend the rest of your life in prison for insurrection and treason. Have the day you deserve. Tell the representative to go fuck himself. The fascist is disgusting and embarrassment. And his family's going to change their names. His descendants, they're not going to want to be associated with him because he's going to go down in history and shame. F you.
State Representative Brad Buckley.
You're a fascist, Brad. You're going to go to prison for the rest of your life, and so is your entire staff. I hope they know that even the secretaries went to prison after World War II. It's illegal. It's in fact a felony to falsely imprison somebody, especially a lawmaker, because they're not doing what you want them to, even though they have no legal right to do, or no legal requirement to do so. F you, Brad. I hope you rot in prison.
Representative Baumgartner's office, this is Cole.
Hi, Cole. I was wondering if you can point me to the Texas statute that allows for the false imprisonment of lawmakers for not consenting to be stalked by police.
Of course, ma'am. And what part of the district are you from?
I don't tell fascists that, and until you can show me the statute that allows for the false imprisonment of lawmakers, my understanding is that you're working for a fascist regime right now. I don't give enemies of the state any information about me.
Okay, ma'am. Well, if you want to...
You know, that's a cop-out. Just to be clear, your job is to listen, you fascist. Stop talking about me. Cole, I'm putting it on the internet that you're a fascist. I have this recorded, you fascist.
Representative Baumgartner's office.
You're not telling me the statute because you know they're committing a felony. I know that. I'm not dumb.
Ma'am, do you live in the district? Can I personally send you to your own representative? Is there somebody that you would like to talk to, or?
I would like to tell you to stop being a fascist. You're who I want to talk to,
Gotcha,
Cole.
ma'am.
You specifically is who I want to talk to.
HR 4 from the regular session.
I hope that you're aware you're going to rot in prison, Cole. Cole, this is going on the internet.
Sorry.
Ben Baumgartner
Is not available.
Hi, Cole. I don't know how the you got this internship because you don't seem to have basic phone manners, but it's impolite to hang up on people, especially when you're part of a fascist coup. I just wanted to make sure you know that even the secretaries went to prison after World War II, and your representative does not give a shit about you. He's not going to protect you from that. You're going to rot in prison, Cole. You're going to rot in prison. You're a traitor to this country and an enemy of the state. And I don't know how you're not embarrassed. You're literally blocking. You're playing defense for fascists. Like, what a loser do you have to be? This is so sad and pathetic. And I hope you have the day you deserve, Cole. Thank you.
Representative Paul Dyson's office.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Bennett, his legislative director. How may I help you?
Oh, perfect. Someone that knows the legislation. Hi, Bennett. I am wondering if you could point me to the statute that allows for the false imprisonment of lawmakers who don't consent to something they have no requirement to consent to.
And may I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name's Jessica. Hi.
Hi, Jessica. And where are you calling from today?
I don't tell fascists my information like that. And you're the legislative director, so this should be a really simple, easy question for you. I'm not sure why you need to know where I live. I'm scared you're going to hunt me down because you're part of a fascist regime.
Well, I don't appreciate being called a fascist.
Well, you're
You
working
have a
for
good day.
fascists. Maybe you should get a better job. Bennett. Getting all your names this time.
Representative Dyson's office.
Hi, can you tell Bennett it's inappropriate to hang up on people who are simply asking for state statutes?
He was just telling me that you called him a name.
Yeah, I called him a fascist because you guys are fascists. You're working for a fascist regime.
You don't know me.
I know you're working for a fascist regime who's falsely imprisoning a lawmaker right now. Do you know even the secretaries? Do you know? Okay, then answer my question. What's the state statute that allows you to falsely imprison someone for not signing something they have no requirement to sign?
We are not. Representative Dyson is not.
Are you kidding? He hasn't spoken against it. He's allowing Mr. Burrows to do this.
Okay. Can I
Yeah.
get your name?
No, you can't. You're a fucking fascist and you're gonna rot in prison.
I am not. There's no chance.
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
Even the secretaries went to prison
Bye-bye.
after World War II, you fascist.
Hello. You've reached the office of Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
I'd just like to let the fascist mobile know that the entire country fucking hates him and he's a traitor and an enemy of the state. And falsely imprisoning lawmakers for not consenting to sign something that they have no requirement to sign is illegal. That's a felony, in fact. So I will rejoice the day that you and your entire staff, by the way, because we've seen fascism before. We know even the secretaries go to prison. I will rejoice the day that you are all rotting in prison, you traitors. Get bent.